gender fear. Crime sometimes does not allow people to exhibit their natural talent, but get recoil. And therefore, if this one has turned out to be hoax, it is well and good for us. It is also time for all of us to admonish one another that we don't create problems where there are not for the country, because we don't have time. We need to get things done right, and we should not create problems, because when you do that, you force the country through its agencies to deploy scarce resources to where they are not supposed to be, and it's a cost to the country. If we are spreading false materials, information, that may be one. Causing fear and panic, that may be one among others. And I believe there are others that the investigator or the investigation team will look at. I don't pretend to be the investigator, but I won't be surprised if these, among others, are found on the charge sheet with accompanying brief facts. Don't be surprised if you proceed to court today.
Watcher ARNOLD BAIDOO on the latest involving the dancehall artist SHATTA WALE and the law deciding to take its course. Police have told us they are preparing to arraign SHATTA WALE and his 2 other aides. ARNOLD, thank you for joining us. So the police have told us that they are preparing to arraign SHATTA WALE and his 2 aides over a number of breaches of the law. From where you sit as an industry player, would you say this stunt that he pulled is a normal thing that we see in the entertainment space, or he just simply went a step too high this time?
With regard to what is transpiring now and what we've seen and heard, I can confidently say he just went off limits. He missed the plot when it came to pulling an acceptable publicity stunt. If he did pull a very good publicity stunt, we will not be found where we are now. And so for me, I think he missed it. He missed it for the first time. So maybe not the first time, but once he's in the grips of the law, then clearly anybody can confidently say he missed the plot this time.
And tell us about what this could mean to his career and, in fact, the industry as a whole. Would they have any impact at all?
Not much, because let's look at the level of offense. I mean, you and I know what he's being charged with is a misdemeanor. It's not a felony, and so that's quite good comparatively. I'm not qualifying or justifying his actions, but comparatively, a misdemeanor is way better than a felony when it comes to criminal charges. And so for me, I think it will do little when it comes to possible damage or derail of his career, because all he has to do is position his brand very well when he gets out of this process. And we've seen a lot of artists go through this and come out strong and come out elevating their career. And so for me, I feel this would not really affect his career that much. Again, when he has a very strong fan base who do not see him do any wrong regardless. And so in terms of the projection of his career after this episode, I do not see how it will really affect him that much.
And then let's take a step away from SHATTA WALE as an individual in this. This is a subject that's been playing out in the entertainment space for some time. Artists taking up stunts, to just either promote projects they are working on or to position themselves in a certain way that the media will be speaking about them so they remain relevant. How far can an artist go in their endeavor to pull up stunts?
PR stunts are acceptable. They are a norm. It's a phenomenon in the industry, and even beyond the entertainment industry. There are a lot of reputable firms that engage in PR stunts, from the Coca-Colas to the Samsungs and to the Netflixes and the HBO film companies. Everybody who understands communication and marketing understands what PR stunts are. And so it is not an obnoxious or an outrageous venture to engage in. However, you must know your boundaries. Your PR stunt must not affect the sensibility of the consumer, because the purpose is actually to appeal to the consumer. So once that PR stunt affects the sensibility of that consumer, you've lost. Secondly, it must not be criminal, because why would you want to wade into any legal-related matters that would get you into trouble? So every PR stunt that affects the sensibilities of the consumer and also criminal, it means that PR stunt is inappropriate. And for me, I think this PR stunt, SHATTA WALE, is way inappropriate.
Thank you very much. ARNOLD BAIDOO is an entertainment journalist, a pundit, also an industry watcher that's speaking to us.